When Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige saw that everyone was only talking about the DC Universe and Superman, they stepped forward and made a bold decision. They announced 4 new Avengers films at once. They revealed that all 4 of these films will be part of the next saga, which will collectively be called the Multiverse Saga. Among them, we'll see 2 major Avengers films, Avengers: The Kang Dynasty and Avengers: Secret Wars. The goal of these films is to completely reinvent the Marvel Universe. Through these 2 films, we'll be introduced to a dangerous villain named Kang, who possesses the powers of time and the multiverse. Kang, along with his variants, is so powerful that he can completely destroy the entire MCU. And seeing this, Marvel is planning to make these films far grander than any from the previous phases. Avengers: The Kang Dynasty begins with the rise of Kang, where he starts conquering different realities within the multiverse. He either takes control of each variant or eliminates them. Slowly, he reaches a universe where Marvel's heroes are ready to face him. Now we'll see the return of both old and new heroes such as Shang-Chi, Captain America, Sam Wilson, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and Loki. Along with them, characters like the X-Men and Fantastic Four may also join this battle. The film will also touch upon the concept of incursions, which are destroying universes that have timeline imbalances. This is where the story of Secret Wars begins to take shape. Now let's talk about Avengers: Secret War, which is being considered the biggest film in the MCU to date. In this movie, we'll witness Battleworld, a place where the realities of multiple universes clash and merge into one singular universe. We may see multiple Spider-Men fighting side by side. Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland could all appear on the same screen. Apart from them, different versions of Wolverine, Deadpool, Doctor Strange, Loki, and even Iron Man might show up. The most unique thing about this war is that no character is permanent, meaning anyone can die. Anyone can return and multiple versions can exist at once. Marvel Studios has already set its vision for these films, and they are steadily working toward it. There are certainly some questions surrounding the future of Jonathan Majors, who plays Kang, but the studios are also exploring alternatives. The goal of this new saga is to deliver a finale that is even more emotional, action-packed, and grander than Endgame. The Marvel Universe has now grown larger than ever before, and it's no longer just a single story. It has become a complex web of timelines and realities. And to untangle this web, Marvel needs a finale that is just as massive, powerful, and emotional. So friends, now that the Avengers have returned and the foundation for the Multiverse Saga has been laid, everything we'll get in the coming years won't just be entertaining. It will shape the future of the MCU itself. So get ready, because Marvel's journey has now taken a whole new turn. Now that Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige have made their intentions absolutely clear, the stage is fully set. Amid the rising popularity of the DCU and Superman, it had become essential for Marvel to do something that not only grabs the fans' attention but also reclaims its dominance in the world of superheroes. Feige was no longer in the mood for experiments. He had stepped directly onto the battlefield. And this wasn't just any battle, it was a revolution. This revolution begins with a part of the Marvel Universe that had only been touched upon until now: the X-Men universe. But this time, Kevin Feige went all in and brought back Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. However, the story wasn't just about Wolverine. The decision Marvel made involving Deadpool and Wolverine left everyone shocked. Now, Deadpool was no longer just a funny anti-hero. He had become a multiversal weapon. This time, the story wasn't just limited to comedy or action. It was about to become the most dangerous multiverse war in the MCU. A war where timelines were breaking, rules were shattering, and every character was fighting for their very existence. Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool now stood at a turning point, not just saving his own universe, but the entire multiverse. Hugh Jackman's return as Wolverine added a whole new level of emotion, rage, and pain to the story. And all of this was happening in a multiversal reality where one small mistake could destroy multiple universes. Feige knew that just bringing back a few characters wouldn't be enough to compete with DC. So he brought the entire multiverse to his side. Now all the old mutants, all those characters once controlled by Fox Studios, were under Marvel Studios. Patrick Stewart's Professor X, Ian McKellen's Magneto, and Halle Berry's Storm, all were returning in a brand new form. But the real story wasn't just about the return of characters. It was about a new hope, sacrifice, and a Marvel that was re-establishing itself. And for that, Feige began transforming the MCU from the inside. The end of the MCU as we know it and the beginning of a new era. The Multiverse Saga was no longer just a series of stories, then it had become a new strategy. Secret Wars wasn't just another film, it was a reset button. But before this reset, Deadpool and Wolverine were breaking the rules of the multiverse. Different timelines were fusing. Fox and MCU were about to merge. Kang was still a major threat, but an even greater challenge had emerged: incursions. When two timelines collide, one of them is destined to be destroyed. And this dangerous process begins with a new team formed by Doctor Strange, Loki, and Deadpool, something fans had only imagined until now. The rebirth of the Illuminati. This time, Kevin Feige presented the Illuminati as a completely new and diverse team. It included Professor X, Strange Supreme, Loki, and a variant of Kang called Immortus. Their mission was to stop the multiversal incursions, but the twist comes when Deadpool himself unknowingly triggers an incursion. After that, the TVA, Time Variance Authority, returns. Mobius Minutes and Loki's old timeline is reactivated. Loki is no longer the god of mischief, he's become its protector, he's guarding the timeline. But as soon as Deadpool and Wolverine enter the TVA, the whole system is thrown into chaos. Now, the multiverse isn't just a concept. It's a real and dangerous situation. Every universe, every hero, every villain, every decision, and every mistake is now clashing with one another. And Marvel is taking this multiversal war even beyond Secret Wars toward Battleworld. Battleworld is the place where all universes converge. Here, Tony Stark could be brought back from an alternate universe. Steve Rogers might appear again. And Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man could fight side by side. And from here, Marvel's real strategy begins. Kevin Feige's masterstroke was bringing Deadpool to the center of the MCU. He holds all the keys that unlock the doors of the multiverse. And now, through him, the MCU is moving toward a new beginning. But before any new beginning, everything must break. Kang is still present, but his role has now become that of a pawn. The real mastermind is the Beyonder. Marvel has taken the Beyonder from the comics and turned him into the most powerful villain in the MCU. He can now bend reality itself, and in front of him, Deadpool, Wolverine, Strange, Loki, Sylvie, America Chavez, and the Spider-Men are reduced to mere pawns. Feige has turned Deadpool's story into a multiversal weapon. This is no longer just a film, it's the rebirth of the MCU, heading in a new direction with a new era.